She works as a cleaner in a big restaurant. Every night she begs for leftover food. No one knows where she disappears after work, until one night, her rich boss secretly follows her. What he saw that night made him cry. Who is this poor woman, and what led her to this life? Sit back and find out as we dive into this powerful story. The restaurant sat in the heart of the city of Lagos, surrounded by glittering skyscrapers, luxury boutiques, and banks. Its marble steps gleamed under golden lights, and its glass doors reflected the city's glow like a jewel. Inside, soft music floated through the air, blending with the scent of fresh pastries, sizzling steaks, and rich coffee. Every corner whispered luxury, every table radiated status. Politicians held meetings in private booths. Celebrities slipped in through back entrances, hoping no one would notice. Business moguls signed deals worth millions while sipping expensive wine. Foreign visitors wandered through, marveling at crystal chandeliers, polished floors, and a sparkling indoor fountain. To be seen dining here was more than a meal. It was proof that you belonged to a world far above ordinary life. And at the center of it all, orchestrating the scene like a conductor of wealth, was the owner, Mr. Adewale. He was a man of presence, tall and broad-shouldered, with a neatly trimmed salt and pepper beard. His suits were always custom-made, his shoes polished to perfection, his cufflinks gold and gleaming. On Fridays, he wore richly embroidered agbatas. On weekdays, sharp business suits that commanded attention without a word. His wrist always bore a classic Swiss watch. His cars, a black bulletproof SUV and a sleek silver sedan, were symbols of silent authority. He walked through the restaurant quietly, observing, noting, never needing to raise his voice. Staff straightened automatically. Customers respected him. Some feared him. He was a man used to control, used to wealth, used to power. Yet, even in this world of opulence, something caught his eye, quietly, without fanfare, day after day. A small figure, moving through the gleaming floors and golden lights, almost invisible. Her name was Fatima. Fatima was in her early 30s, short and slender. She wore a plain brown hijab every day, paired with long skirts and faded blouses. Nothing about her shouted for attention, yet she carried herself with dignity. Her voice was soft, her smile shy, fleeting. Her eyes, however, told stories of struggle, of resilience, of a quiet courage that went unnoticed. Every evening after closing, she approached the kitchen staff, barely audible. "Please, is there leftover food you will throw away? Can I take some?" Staff shrugged. Some snickered. They assumed she was hungry, greedy, or odd. They did not see the care with which she tied the leftovers, nor the reverence with which she carried them. She did not argue. She simply left, clutching the small bag as if it held the world. Mr. Adewale noticed. From his office, he had watched her move quietly between tables, wiping crumbs, adjusting napkins, and carrying trays with care. He saw how she never touched the staff meal, how she lingered near the trash bins, selecting only the scraps she could salvage. Something about her persistence, her patience, and her quiet dignity tugged at something inside him. One night, he decided to follow her. Fatima left the restaurant, slipping into streets dimly lit, away from the golden glow of wealth. The polished roads gave way to dusty lanes and broken walls. Children played barefoot, shouting and laughing with nothing but old tires to chase. She walked quickly, head down, clutching the bag of food like treasure. Eventually, she stopped at a rundown building. The walls were cracked, windows broken, the roof barely standing. She climbed the stairs and entered a small, dimly lit room. Through the half-open door, Mr. Adewale saw something that would stay with him forever. 3 children sat on tattered mattresses. 2 boys, 1 little girl. Thin, hungry, hopeful. Their eyes lit up as they saw her. "Mama, you came back," the youngest whispered. Fatima knelt in the dust, placing the food before them like a feast. She stroked their hair, kissed their foreheads, and whispered prayers. She fed them first, then finally took a tiny bite for herself. A surge of emotion hit him. Water rolled down his cheek. This quiet woman, in her simple brown hijab, was a mother fighting alone, sacrificing herself so others could survive. The next morning, he called her into his office. Fatima trembled. She expected anger, punishment, or ridicule. I followed you last night," he said softly. She spoke quickly, almost apologetically. "Sir, I didn't steal for myself. I found these children abandoned. They had no home, no family. I used most of my salary to rent a broken building, to feed them. I didn't tell anyone, because the poor are mocked. Adewale's voice softened. I saw everything, Fatima. And I cried. I cried watching what you did with nothing, while giving everything to others. Her eyes widened. You have done more with nothing than many do with millions, he continued. From today, you will not be a cleaner. You will run my new Children's Support Foundation. I will rebuild the shelter, feed the children properly, educate them, clothe them. And together, we will find more children like yours and give them hope. Tears rolled down Fatima's face, not sorrow, but relief, disbelief, and joy. Weeks later, trucks arrived. Workers repaired walls and roofs. Beds appeared. Shelves were stocked with books. Teachers and caregivers joined. Fatima guided everything, overseeing every detail, comforting each child, ensuring none were forgotten. Staff who once mocked her now greeted her with respect. Customers who never noticed her now admired the transformation. Adewale watched quietly as she nurtured, taught, and protected these children. His heart had changed. He had learned that wealth was meaningless if the heart did not know compassion. Years later, one of the children returned, educated, successful, bringing resources to help more abandoned children. The small act of carrying scraps in a bag had multiplied into a life-changing ripple for countless lives. And in the grand restaurant, where leftovers were once ignored, the story of Fatima, the cleaner in a simple brown hijab, became legend. Never judge what you cannot see. Some people with the least give the most, and quietly change the world. Sparkles, if you love this story, don't forget to like the video, share it, and subscribe for more inspiring tales.